Good morning, guys. I thought I'd take the opportunity with some blue skies showing up here and there, some sun, that we're gonna cut out the plywood for the bed and we'll get it tucked away, and because I kind of want to sit on it to work on the cabinet or sit on it and work on the kitchen, because my knees are getting a little sore. So it'd be nice to have a little seat, and it would be nice to have all of these electronics protected while I'm doing a bunch of other work, especially if you drop the perfect size wrench right on the positive and the negative. That would be not a good day for me. So I took my measurements. I'm gonna go outside, grab a 1/2 inch plywood and mark it out and start cutting. I'll be right back.
Once I cut the plywood to the shape I needed, I marked out the bed so that it fits properly. It seems to me that there's plenty of space for me in my long body. I'm 5'11" and I fit perfect.
Okay, now that I got my bed frame and bed platform finished, I'm gonna move on to the next project because my electronics are protected, the sun is out, and I don't need to be doing things that I can be doing in the rain when it starts raining in the next couple days. If that happens, then I can work on some electronics. Now, I would like to get on the roof and drill the last hole that I need to drill. Well, the second last hole that I need to drill in my body. I would like to install a junction box, and then in the future I can have access to install a WeBoost, maybe Starlink on the roof if I'm ever interested in doing that one day. Anyways, there's a few upgrades that are possible with this junction box. So this junction box has got 2, 4, 6, 7 holes in it, already pre-drilled and ready to go. I was thinking of putting this on the front of the van on the passenger side of the Max Air fan, and what I would like to do is drill a hole in the center so that I can put a grommet in the center, and this is going to be the pass-through inside the van. Then I'll run the porch lights out one of these holes, and then in the future I've got space for a WeBoost or anything else that I would like to do on the roof without having to drill holes and do anything extra. So I've got conduit running in the van as well, so that if I ever run something, I'll put it through the hole, and then I'll take the access panel that I'm going to cut into the ceiling, and then I can fish the wires straight into the conduit down to my electronics section. So this will be a good addition to the van as well. I'm gonna grab the hole saw and get a hole cut perfectly in the center of this. And then we'll do the same thing on the van. We'll install a grommet on this one, we'll install a grommet on the van, and then we'll put butyl tape all along the edges. Put a nice seal. I'll put a bead of Sikaflex around here to seal it and fill any gaps that I missed with the butyl tape. And then when I bolt it down, it'll squish the butyl tape, the Sikaflex, and make a perfect seal. And then when it's done mounted, I'll run a bead along the edge just to keep water from getting inside or underneath the box while it's on the roof. And then when it's all done and said, we screw this lid on, which has a gasket built in to the lid. And then when it screws down, it should be waterproof. If you see anything like this, I try and put an Amazon link on the bottom of the description. So if you're ever looking for something like this, just check out the description below and I should have a link there for you. All right, I'm gonna go do the same with the van, cut a hole in the roof, and start putting this in.
Once the main hole was cut, I drilled out some pilot holes for the screws. I then sprayed some primer and rust protected on the holes I just drilled, and then started peeling some butyl tape, putting it on the box to get it ready. Once I was satisfied with the butyl tape, I then went and put some RV sealant non-sag, a bead all the way around the hole where it will sit on top of the van. Once I was happy and satisfied, I carefully set it onto the van and then screwed in the screws with my fancy LTT screwdriver.
I've seen hell in you, but you don't care, no, you don't care.
Once I had all the screws torqued down, I moved on to the porch light and got it installed onto my roof rack. And then wired it all up. And then I added some protective loom on top of that with some electrical tape. Once that was all secured, I added an eye loop to the roof rack so that I could zip tie the wire to the roof rack. Once I was all done up on the roof and everything was all tied up, I went down into the van and labeled my wire and put it all nice and tucked away, ready to be wired later on in the van build. So that pretty well concludes installing that. I'm gonna probably cut this down to about here and secure it to this board, but I won't do that until this is gonna be permanently installed. So that being said, please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys in the next episode, and hopefully we can get some other projects done, because we're making progress though. We're making progress. Peace out, guys.
You can't fall asleep when you're counting stars. Get it together. Your mind can't sleep when you let it serve. I know you wanna see